And the first time he gets it there, he draws Bennett into the shot. That edge. Nothing wrong there. Fuller length that edge. And I'd love to see this catch again from Rizwan, the skipper. Quickly to his right. Zimbabwe lose their 6th wicket on 124.
पेशेंट्स मुझे अक्सर कंप्लेन करते हैं कि कोई भी ठंडी या गर्म चीज़ जैसे कि आइसक्रीम, चाय या कॉफ़ी लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इस सेंसेशन को हम सेंसिटिविटी कहते हैं और इसका असर इनकी रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी पर भी पड़ता है। ये खुद से ठीक नहीं होती। सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीज़ें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोज़ाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
देखिए शार्क टैंक पाकिस्तान स्ट्रीमिंग एक्सक्लूसिवली ऑन माईगो, क्योंकि अब होगी पाकिस्तान की जीत। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
This wicket has been taken by the Pakistani bowlers and the new man in, Brandon Mavuta. Scores us at a good rate. Early days in international cricket for him. And that's how the last wicket fell, I thought. Bennett stayed a bit too much inside the line of the delivery to get that placement through square of the wicket on the offside. It was uncomfortable there for sure. Mavuta. Mavuta, of course, more known as a wrist spinner by trade, and it always tells you something when a recognised batter walks to the new batter to do a bit of coaching. It tells you maybe not that comfortable with bat in hand. But I do think Mavuta can hold a bat. It's better than an average of 14 suggests. Normally a good striker of the ball. Yeah, you mentioned he knows how to hold the bat, but does he know how to use it? That is the key. The situation demands him to help his senior partner, Raza, who's been there for 27 deliveries. It's good captaincy once again from Pakistani captain Rizwan. Got slip in place. It's good to see our captain not getting defensive, looking to pick up wickets all the times, even in ODIs. Yeah, as a shrewd leader, just with the gloves there on at the back, he's got a great angle to watch the game unfold. He knows the angles and can also probably feel sometimes how the ball's hitting the gloves, and probably just recognise that it's a new batter, but he also maybe senses Jamal's confidence growing. The ball's just hitting his gloves a little bit harder. Wants to give an opportunity to strike again and strike early. Love the wicket of Raza. He's the big man for Zimbabwe now. End of the 25th over, Zimbabwe 125 for 6.
देखिए शार्क टैंक पाकिस्तान स्ट्रीमिंग एक्सक्लूसिवली ऑन माईगो, क्योंकि अब होगी पाकिस्तान की जीत। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
And on the innings as they would have liked to. Raza inching his way to 11, trying to start a rebuild process here with that man in picture, Mavuta. It's a wrist spinner versus wrist spinner here at the Queen Sports Club. One with a bat in hand, holding a bat and hopefully using it as well. And we haven't seen too much variation from Faisal, so has he maybe been keeping it and holding it back to show to his partner in trade? He's looking to buy a wicket here. More flight is giving to the ball at the moment. He's enticing number 8 batsman to go for a big one. Yeah, nicely negotiated. He's looking to get on the front foot. Mavuta. In the air. First wicket for the left arm wrist spinner. He was hoping to buy a wicket in this over by flighting the ball more to number 8 batsman. And finally enticed him into hitting the ball into the air. So wide, and once Mavuta saw the line, so wide, just had to have a go at it. Contact was decent. Unfortunately, it was airborne, and he could only find the safe hands of Hasnan at mid-off. It's the end of Mavuta for 1. Zimbabwe 125 for 7.
पेशेंट्स मुझे अक्सर कंप्लेन करते हैं कि कोई भी ठंडी या गर्म चीज़ जैसे कि आइसक्रीम, चाय या कॉफ़ी लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इस सेंसेशन को हम सेंसिटिविटी कहते हैं और इसका असर इनकी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी पर भी पड़ता है। ये खुद से ठीक नहीं होती। सेंसोराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग हो रही है इस टाइम जिम्बाब्वे की 125 स्कोर और 7 आउट, तो 25 ओवर भी हो चुके हैं इस टाइम।
Very effective left arm fast bowler. No luck with the bat. I just don't think anybody wearing a red today would have wanted to see him walk in the 26th over. It's going pear-shaped here for Zimbabwe. Scoring's going well, just losing regular wickets. And as the Pakistani bowlers are striking 2 slips, attacking from Faisal. He's not afraid to flight the ball. He feels there is an opportunity to pick up wickets here. The debutant was a decent catch from Hasnan at mid-off. Very sincere celebration there, considering that's the moment you dream of your whole cricketing career. First wicket for your country. Oh, misses everything. Good take by Rizwan behind the stumps. Would have been unsighted there for a bit. That's the end of the 26th over. Zimbabwe 126 for 7.
मेरा नाम है उस्मान बशीर। मेरा नाम जुनैद इकबाल है। I'm Rabiul Baraj. There are a lot of amazing startups जिन्होंने Shark Tank पे pitch किया है। Please make sure to catch Shark Tank and Michael.
सेंसोराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
Yeah, a few starts for the Zimbabwean batters, but nothing substantial to turn into. Raza is still there for them. He needs a bit of support. Blessing was Zaravani, warming up those long levers. Looks like he's planning a couple of lusty blows. most of the Pakistani bowlers have been decent. Salman Ali Agha was extraordinary. Picked up 3 wickets, bowled on right lines and lengths, wasn't afraid to flight the ball.
Yeah, what you won't see on that highlights package is how often he beat the outside edge of the Zimbabwean batsman. So he seemed to get a reaction out of the surface from early doors. Just found the right pace and length to trouble his opposition.
Oh, wow. Wow, he bludgeoned that one.
That'll get the shoulders back, chest out. Good body language from Garava. If you like, that's what he's been practicing. He's been hoping for that sort of length, a little bit of width as well to really accelerate the hands to the contact area. He on the up, got right on top of the bounce. Even Jamal must have thought, well played, sir. Not much I could do about that.
I gave it a real thump. Garava on that occasion. Well defended. Change of pace from Amir Jamal. Good thinking.
I mentioned earlier, Jamal probably not quite the start that he was looking for. Tashim and Hassan just conceded a little bit more than they would have wanted to in that power play. Jamal's bringing it back nicely. We said Ayeb's been good. Agha, nothing wrong with his bowling so far today. Harris Rauf was good. Just didn't get the rewards maybe he was looking for. 1 for 12. And then the debutant's been very handy as well.
They're quickly realizing Amir Jamal not to offer any room to Garava after he was sick down the ground for 4 runs. He's looking to bowl wicket to wicket now, Amir Jamal.
No, Garava also would have mentioned that I've probably seen that a deep square was dropped to the boundary, so there's also mind games going on here. He probably knows that short delivery is coming. He's just not sure when it will be hitting his way. And it's exactly the opposite. So Jamal showing his experience. Cat and mouse game going on here. After that boundary of the first delivery. It's been slow delivery. Now the quick Yorker. So what does he have in store for us here with the last couple?
Now that's his strength. The Yorker length. So many times we have seen Amir Jamal picking up wickets with those Yorkers. There was a short one. Very lucky he didn't time that one.
It's almost as if Garava knew that it was coming. I think the whole ground knew that it's coming. And sometimes that makes playing the short ball even tougher because it needs to be a shot from reaction, an instinctive shot. And once you know it's coming, it's so easy to get the body position a little bit wrong or delayed or just release the hands a little bit too soon. Exactly like what happened there. Unfortunately for him,
132 स्कोर 7 आउट 27 ओवर इस टाइम शुरू है.
Yeah, you were so right. He was into the stroke way too early.
बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग हो रही है पाकिस्तान की. 132 7 आउट 26 ओवर 27 ओवर हो रहे हैं उनके. एक गेम बाकी है. अभी 27 स्कोर खत्म. एक और चौका. नाकाम फील्डिंग पाकिस्तान की. नाकाम फील्डिंग है इस टाइम. एक चौका हो चुका है. बहुत नाकाम फील्डिंग है पाकिस्तान की. इस टाइम एक चौका और हो चुका है. इस टाइम मशहूरी.
Censoring रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
So was the one between Bennett and Raza. All those partnerships scored at a quick rate, but not really having the influence on the innings that they would have liked. It's up to that man Raza to be recover this innings for Zimbabwe again. Worked around the corner and just the pace there that Hasnan did well to cover the ground so quickly. Just didn't get down quickly enough. Seems to hold that in play here. Raza noticed that his bat might have a cracking, so it's given an opportunity for the Pakistanis to get together and a quick little re-look at plans. And Clive Madanda, 12th man for Zimbabwe, will bring in a new set of weapons for Raza.
अभी इस टाइम बैट चेंज हो रहा है, शॉट नहीं बज रही थी इसलिए बैट तब्दील कर लिया बैट्समैन ने।
Previous over, the bat only had one shot like that in it. Now it's time for a new one.
136 पर 7 आउट, स्कोर बहुत कम है और ये वनडे है मैच जिम्बाब्वे और पाकिस्तान का। 27 ओवर मुकम्मल हो चुके हैं और 28 ओवर की पहली गेम गेंद शुरू।
Featuring in international cricket of late. Nice loop.
And also, the bowlers don't really get too much opportunity in the nets, do they? Normally you have to peel off to the side after practice and get some throwdowns. They've got to bowl to the batters the whole day.
He hits the ball really hard, doesn't he?
But there's a very nice flow to his swing. Sort of gets the right tip out of the way, creates room for the hands to flow through, and there's the natural hand speed there. The mark with the bat. Last delivery picked up the length really quickly, shifted that puncher to long off. It's the shot that every tail ender can pull off against a wrist spinner with the quality of Faisal. So you can see why he's walking in at 9, maybe he has his eyes on the number 8 spot.
He's prepared to flight the ball against the low order batsman. But against the Kamdar Raza, he's looking to bowl with a bit of pace and low trajectory.
I think that it's due to the fact that Raza sort of cramping his line. He's moving to the off stump, covering off stump, telling him anything straight, I'm going to work you to the leg side. So Raza's experience really coming through. I think it's forcing Faisal to be a little bit quicker through the air to try and hit those pads. That's the wrong one. We've been waiting for it. A little bit quicker, and it's safe to say I think Robert didn't pick that one.
That was a good effort. Another decent over from the debutant is 138 for 7.
सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसोडाइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
Current run rate will get them 247. They won't be happy with that, especially bearing in mind the start that they had. 6 and over will get them 270. They would love that, Zimbabwe. 138 for 7. Beginning of the 29th over. I'd have to say, Darlington, Zimbabwe probably a little bit disappointed to find themselves where they're at now.
Really should be 41 for none at one stage. And then it was a little bit of confusion between Marumani and Joel Gumbi. Opened the door, and Pakistan were jumped in there with both feet. Haven't really let up since.
बहुत अच्छी शानदार गेंद.
And I guess what probably complicates the situation for Zimbabwe is the fact that they lost the toss, asked to bat first. I think Mohamed Rizwan and the Seamers thought that there would be a lot more in the surface than there was. And I say that because of the way that the Zimbabwean openers went about their batting earlier on, and then a little bit of Sean Williams later. But then it makes it very difficult for the Zimbabwean Seamers in the afternoon when you expect this pitch to have flattened out, which it does.
बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग, शानदार. मोहम्मद सिकंदर रजा सामना बैटिंग कर रहे हैं.
On an overcast day, you automatically assume that it's going to be the seam bowler that's going to be the problem. But today, I think the control has been really exerted by the spinners, by the Pakistani spinners. These are 4 wickets. 40 for 1 was Gumbi run out, and then Myers bowled out to the corner. Irvin stayed in the wicket a little longer than he thought. Money was the 4th wicket to go, and then Williams, a slog sweep, works for him sometimes. Most of the times today, not the case.
Short ball. Pace off it from Amir Jamal. Thought about the ramp, which is a shot that he's brought into his repertoire in recent times.
पाकिस्तानी बॉलर इस टाइम जिम्बाब्वे को खेलने नहीं दे रहा है. बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग हो रही है इस टाइम पाकिस्तान की. 138.7 आउट है. 29 ओवर की गेम शुरू है.
Certainly staying back to the seamers, Sikandar Raza. I think there's been a few deliveries in this over where he certainly could have got himself or found himself confronting the ball and being on the front foot.
Might it not just be the slowness in the surface allows him to play off the back foot? Make it a little bit easier. Got a little bit more time to watch it onto the bat.
That one is short.
शानदार एक चौका.
He won't stop it.
नाकाम फील्डिंग है पाकिस्तान की.
Won't stop the boundary. 29 gone.
रोकने में बहुत नाकाम फील्डर पाकिस्तानी. अब है मशहूरी.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं. मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है. पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स.
मेरा नाम है उस्मान बशीर.
पाकिस्तान और जिम्बाब्वे का मैच लगा हुआ है इस टाइम. जिम्बाब्वे की बैटिंग जारी है. इस टाइम वक्फा है.
Hasn't been too many 2s or 3s.
जिम्बाब्वे की बैटिंग बहुत स्लो है इस टाइम. पाकिस्तानी अच्छी बॉलिंग. फील्डिंग नाकाम. एक चौका हुआ. अच्छी बात, बहुत अच्छी गेंद.
Come on to that front foot. Look to play the ball down the ground. Looking for that outside edge, but even with strokes like that, they can drag that back leg out and create an opportunity for the stumping. outside edge, drops short. The slip fielder.
शाबाश ठीक है गाइस आउट वाला बॉल है गाइस आउट 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 बॉल भी आउट है
Oh, that's well bowled. That's really well bowled. Gentle inquiry to the square leg umpire.
Again, it's just taking the pace off. Held it back beautifully. Got in it full enough to invite that big shot. He's at review of that stumping to make sure that Richard Ngarawa had something behind that line.
This is what I was talking about, giving the ball some air and dragging the batsman out the crease to create the opportunity for the stumping as well. He has definitely gone a long way in front, but I think he probably managed to get that behind the line in time. No problems at all with the fairness of the delivery. Nicely taken. It looked like there was just a bit of bounce there from Mohammad Rizwan, which meant he had to give himself a little bit more time to ride that bounce. From that, I think Ngarawa is safe. It'll be nice to see if there's a better angle. This one is. He's definitely out the crease then. Oh, now it'll be very interesting to see if the third umpire thinks there's something behind the line there. He thinks so. Television umpire Langton Rosere. And so Ngarawa survives.
I'm going to argue, do you not, that was inconclusive. You have to have evidence that Richard Ngarawa was actually out in order to give that decision as out. I think what saved him is it's not quite clear. There's not enough evidence to say that he was didn't have some part of his foot grounded behind the line.
Now, is that the wrong one that goes the other way? Probably is. Ngarawa squeezes it out for a single. End of the 30th over. It's 143 for 7. The players will also take some refreshments.
देखिए शार्क टैंक पाकिस्तान स्ट्रीमिंग एक्सक्लूसिवली ऑन माई को क्योंकि अब होगी पाकिस्तान की जीत डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
मेरा नाम है उस्मान बशीर।
मेरा नाम सुनील इकबाल है। I'm Ravi Baraj. A lot of amazing startups जिन्होंने Shark Tank पे pitch किया है. Please make sure to catch Shark Tank at Michael.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
इस टाइम वक्फा है और क्रिकेट हो रही है पाकिस्तान और जिम्बाब्वे की।
देखिए शार्क टैंक पाकिस्तान स्ट्रीमिंग एक्सक्लूसिवली ऑन माई को क्योंकि अब होगी
बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग पाकिस्तान की हो रही थी।
डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
Lost the toss, Zimbabwe. Asked to bat first in what at that time was pretty overcast conditions. And this is how the scorecard has gone so far. Not very encouraging, should I say. 29 contribution from Marmani at the top of the innings, the standout. And this is how the wickets have fallen. The run out of Joel Gumbi looking for the single, and then Dion Myers disappointing early on in the innings, looking to go over the infield. It was Craig Irvin caught it backward point. Marmani just looking to tickle one around the corner. Williams had played a couple of really good slog sweeps. This one getting the top edge and his dismissal. Brian Bennett, an ODI debut, just getting the outside edge, and Mavuta looking to go over mid-off. Picked up the tallest fielder in the ground and didn't last.
Salman Aga dominates that batting card for Pakistan. 3 for 29 for him from his 7. And for me, Haris Rauf, 4 for 12, 1 wicket. Not much reward. And then it's the debutant Faisal for the other wicket to fall.
Zimbabwe cricket regalia. You'll find that at the Zimbabwe Cricket Shop as well as all around the ground. So if you do come in later today or any time during the series, make sure you grab your Zimbabwe cricket merch. Haris Rauf back in the attack. What should be a couple of runs through the extra cover area. A shot like that, Darlington, I'm sure will just give a little bit of confidence for Sikandar Raza, watching his colleague at the other end. And while we talk about that, what do you think it should be from now, Sikandar Raza? Still a lot of time. 19.5 overs to go. 145, if he can bat a lot of those, then they can still get a competitive take. Now that's more convincing from Ghana.
शानदार चौका, बहुत अच्छी शॉट.
Not a rank half volley, but I'll tell you what, it sped off the back.
Playing that front foot towards the leg side. Not making any attempt at all to get inside the line of that delivery.
Again, we were talking about this in the previous over. Well, Sikandar Raza just looking to play the ball off the back foot. And this one, it looks like he's on the front foot. But I think if we can take a look at this from side angle, you'll find that he's not very far forward. Very far back in his crease.
बहुत अच्छी हुई, शानदार शॉट
Sikandar Raza.
इस टाइम देखेंगे, और एक अच्छा चौका।
Played with an absolute authority.
अभी 7 आउट हो चुके हैं, 31 ओवर की गेम शुरू है।
Was short and it's held up a little bit.
सिकंदर रजा ने चौका एक लगाया शानदार।
Such a good position, and those very quick Sikandar Raza hands do the rest of the work.
154 स्कोर हो चुके हैं इस टाइम।
Helps them to execute such a stroke. Just the swivel
बहुत
of the
शानदार
back
शॉट
foot
खेली
doesn't
सिकंदर रजा ने।
necessarily have to transfer weight off the front
7
foot
आउट
onto
है
the
इस
back
टाइम।
foot again, because he's already there. Gives them just that extra split second of time to
बहुत
play.
अच्छी बॉलिंग।
31 gone, 154 for 7.
सनसनाइट रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सनसनाइट रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
It's a bit of a partnership now. Developing between these two, 29 in good time, 32 balls. It's really important for these two.
एक और गेंद मिस है इस टाइम।
How much time there
सामने
is.
फील्डर मौजूद है।
Got a couple of scores
स्कोर बहुत
in the
कम है।
30s, important 30s for Zimbabwe in this format.
चलो तो दुनिया दे दी मेरी आवाज।
He's one who can contribute with the bat, and what you don't want to see is him just getting himself out. You want to see the bowlers getting him out.
So, just thinking, Tino, Sikandar Raza, 24 from 41, really taking his time. Coming in difficult conditions, wickets falling all around him. But he understands that there's still a lot of time in this game. You get the impression if he just finds a partner, somebody who could bat with him deep to the 45th, 46th sort of over. I think his thinking is that it matters more to get there, and we've got a competitive total that we can then defend.
I think Raza was probably looking to go up and over.
एक सिंगल
Got onto him very quickly.
मोहम्मद सिकंदर रजा का।
Hasn't allowed him to be able to get
156 पे 7 आउट।
the hands.
32 ओवर की गेम शुरू है। एक और गेंद यहाँ पर कराई गई, वो भी फील्डर मौजूद था और मिस।
Boundary option is there, take it. But we know how devastating Raza can be at the end of the innings, and how quickly he can catch up and get ahead of that number of balls faced versus run scored ratio. 157 for 7.
मच्छर
सनसनाइट रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने
जो दोस्त देख रहे हैं इस टाइम वो कमेंट्स में बताएं आपको पाकिस्तान और जिम्बाब्वे की क्रिकेट कैसे लग रही है।
पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं
कौन सा प्लेयर आपका पसंदीदा है वो हमें कमेंट्स में नाम बताएं।
Yeah, there those estimates again. 246.
जरूर कमेंट्स में नाम बताएं उस प्लेयर का जो प्लेयर आपको पसंद है।
Short, pulled away.
एक और शानदार शॉट खेली और फील्डर वहां मौजूद था।
You will see a lot of these short deliveries to Richard Ngaraba now.
Don't really watch this onto the bat, and for some reason, I'm not taking the single. Single in the offing, and Ngaraba's just stood his ground.
157 पे 7 आउट। 33 ओवर की खेल शुरू है।
Top edge.
और
Over the
एक
keeper's head.
शानदार
And will not
फील्डर ने
reward
बहुत अच्छी
Mohammed.
फील्डिंग की,
Fantastic fielding.
2 स्कोर हो चुके हैं इस टाइम।
Fine leg, making sure
बहुत
that
अच्छी फील्डिंग।
he saves a couple of runs.
जो अच्छा प्लेयर है उनका नाम कमेंट्स में जरूर बताएं। पाकिस्तान और जिम्बाब्वे में जो भी आपका पसंदीदा प्लेयर हैं कमेंट्स में जरूर बताएं, जो फ्रेंड देख रहे हैं इस टाइम।
Ngarawa is going to take on the pull shot. He's not going to back away from Haris Rauf.
Another short ball. Definitely not the pace and the bounce that Haris Rauf would be expecting to get out of the surface. But he's done one thing, and that's identify that Ngarawa struggles with that short ball, so he's going to keep bowling it. Fielder set back for the catch. Fine leg, deep back with square leg. Top edge again, this time short of Mohammad Rizwan. Running around to leg gully positions, so single for Ngarawa. More importantly, gets off strike.
एक 160 स्कोर, 7 आउट, 32 ओवर इशारिया 4, 33 ओवर की 4 गेंदें हो चुकी हैं इस टाइम मौजूद है ग्राउंड पे
Partnership today, the big one.
सिकंदर
At the
रजा।
top of the order between Marumani and Gumbi. And then Myers and Marumani.
ये लिस्ट है
And then
जिम्बाब्वे
Raza's
की।
been involved in the 1 for 25 with Bennett. This is the second largest partnership. It can be very important if you can push on from here.
Now, I wonder what's going on here. It's the second time it's happened in succession for Haris Rauf. I wonder if he's just got that run-up of his a little muddled. Right, take 3. Very emphatic no from Sikandar Raza. Over. 33 for none.
सेंसरिंग रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसरिंग रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
160 for 7, Sikandar Raza. And Ngarawa fighting to try and get Zimbabwe to a respectable total.
Looking to get very far forward. Back.
So it's good that Raza put together 50 odd. This is what we were talking about, and Second Raza, the way he's played on the surface. Just make sure he stayed as far back as possible. Back to my point, it's important for Ngarawa to rotate the strike, in particular to the spin bowlers. Spending time out in the middle is good, yes, but he's capable enough to be able to get the singles and rotate the strike, because in as much as you want to spend time and get to the end of the innings, you don't want to do that having just blocked a whole bunch of deliveries and you haven't got to yourself to a position where you can launch. So to the spinners, I'd just like to see him being a little bit more proactive. Maneuver the ball around. And I'd like to see Sikandar Raza take responsibility a little bit more to the seamers, especially if it's Haris Rauf, because I'm not so sure how long Ngarawa is going to last him with that short barrage of bowling. That's better. Confident stroke down the ground. 163 for 7.
मेरा नाम है उस्मान बशीर.
मेरा नाम सुनील इकबाल है. I'm Ravind Baraj. There are a lot of amazing startups जिन्होंने Shark Tank पे pitch किया है. Please make sure to catch Shark Tank and Michael.
क्या बॉलिंग करनी है पहले वो बता मुझे. अगर ये करना है तो नहीं मार दे रे तुम्हार.
38 and 50, the partnership now. Theo just being set to try and trap Ngarawa with that short ball. Extra man goes in behind square on the leg side. So the offside in front of square has just two fielders. Sweeper on the offside and extra cover. Short ball again. He goes for the pull shot. He won't get there. Oh, and there's a bit of turn. And it actually ends up being a very good result for Ngarawa and Zimbabwe.
It's good to see him continue to be positive. This time, he's gotten it off the middle of the bat, or closer to the middle of the bat, and found the gap in the outfield. Really spins towards your left hand. When you're down at fine leg.
Now this one he's hit.
शानदार चौका.
He's got absolutely all of it.
To be honest, I was a little doubtful about the idea of Ngarawa taking on the short ball. But that shot, he's smashed it, got into a much better position this time around. And again finds the gap, and this time it's all the way flat and hard to the boundary.
Yeah, I think he definitely is just struggling a little bit with his run-up. I don't know why. It's nothing that I've ever really seen a fast bowler or himself have an issue with. The deep backward square leg has gone all the way to the boundary now. So 3 boundary fielders behind square on the leg side. Pitched up. Ngarawa strikes it down the ground. He hasn't got all of it, but we'll get a couple. Yeah, I just don't see Ngarawa not playing an attacking stroke anymore to Haris Rauf, because he's expecting every ball to be short. And he's thinking there's boundary riders on the leg side, I've got to hit it, and I've got to hit it for 6. So wherever the ball is pitched up, his mind is already engaged to get after the bowler, and I think that's all he's going to do. and he had to go and defend the ball as soon as I say that.
It's been a productive over for Richard Ngarawa. 2 boundaries and 2 runs. He moves into the 30s. And he's got this habit of back-ended with innings. This is the 4th time he's gotten to 30s. Just a high score. It was 35 against the Netherlands. And it was important runs in a match that Zimbabwe had to fight really, really hard to actually win. Wesley Madivera took a hat-trick in that match.
And fielder back in the offside from the leg, so that goes straight to the middle for Ngarawa. They're certainly starting to look a lot more astute at the crease. And this over, 1 more ball to deal with. Played in the end by Ngarawa. 173 for 7. Tucked away into the onside by Raza, looking for 2, will come back for 2, and that will bring up the 50 partnership between these two. It's been a golden little period since they've come to the crease together, and it's been in quick time as well. Just 57 balls, Ngarawa has outscored Sikandar Raza in this partnership and in their total scores. So important for these two just to continue as they've gone so far. Lovely from Sikandar Raza. It's calculated and it's controlled.
On the charge is Raza. Beautiful shot. They'll shimmy down the wicket. Middle is up in the circle, and it's just 1 bounce for 4. What a breath of fresh air this partnership has been. Just 59 deliveries. More runs, more work. Back-to-back boundaries. Definitely the momentum has shifted.
Yeah, momentum shifted towards Pakistan. Just get the sense that Pakistan has got a little bit raggedy out in the middle. It's almost like they expected the last 2 wickets to fall quite quickly. And because this partnership has just been quite fluent from both batters, they've put pressure on the Pakistan bowlers. Raza looking comfortable.
Yeah, the highlight for me has been Richard Ngarawa. He's just stuck around for these 39 deliveries, and he's got 32 runs, and he's just been the guy that's allowed Raza to go. Ends the over. 183 for 7.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
देखिए शार्क टैंक पाकिस्तान स्ट्रीमिंग एक्सक्लूसिवली ऑन माई गो, क्योंकि अब होगी पाकिस्तान की जीत। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
Graphic But the one that's really kept Zimbabwe in the game is Rasa and Ngarava, 58 of 62. Still lots of time to come, 14 over.
The wickets in hand, you'd normally think that's at least an extra 100 runs. You feel like this partnership needs to grow a little bit more. Hasnan back into the attack from the airport end. You mentioned Raza's grown this partnership, but I think it's been in Ngarawa, but from the start, it's almost came in to say, well, we've got nothing to lose, we're in trouble here. I'm going to be positive, going to throw my hands at a couple of deliveries, and more often than not, it's found the middle of the bat, and he transferred pressure to the Pakistan bowlers. Seamers, you could say, maybe a little bit fortunate. I've been very impressed with the way that he played against the spin, rotating strike against Faisal and Aga.
Protection out there to hit. I think some of the stories that you'll find in an ODI series or a Test series or a T20 series is that some of the work that goes on away from the cameras, and you think that perhaps Ngara has really worked hard on his batting. He's looked in good control, you're right. He's come out there and played with some sort of freedom, and it's allowed the crowd to find their voice as well. But it's more the work that he's done away from the intensity of competition. And when you see it now, then you sort of think, wow, there's something that's been going on. And it adds value and lengthens the batting lineup.
You mentioned freedom that he's come to play with. So I almost feel like it's been a structured freedom where you get the idea as he's embracing and enjoying the crowds, which have been singing his name for a while, and why not? But there's been a structured freedom in the sense that to certain deliveries, he's only looked to score in certain areas. So he's kept it very simple. And maybe you're right, bit of work with Justin Salmon, head coach, very good batting coach. Maybe he got into his ear as well and said, you can be an all-rounder that can contribute for us. No! Because he certainly has the hand speed to go with being a batsman, a good free flow. This is a partnership, 59 from 65. Ngarawa walking in when Zimbabwe was in a heap of trouble. And it's been a signature of this partnership. Boundaries at regular intervals.
Fielding hasn't helped. I think there's been a few mishaps in the field where fielders have overrun the ball and it's gone through them. That's in front. Work to do. The outfield's been good. It'll just be 2. So that's another element of this particular partnership where Pakistan have probably let themselves down.
One way to always tell that an opposition captain or wicketkeeper in this case isn't too happy would be the hands on the hips more often, the old teapot. And there's been instances where he's looked a little bit frustrated and has let things slip away a little bit.
And the over, 187 for 7.
मेरा नाम है उस्मान बशीर.
मेरा नाम सुनील इकबाल है. I'm Ravi Baraj. There are a lot of amazing startups जिन्होंने Shark Tank पे pitch किया है. Please make sure to catch Shark Tank at Micro.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है. मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल. पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं, इट वर्क्स.
We came to the ground and there were dark clouds. There was a bit of rain about and there was a bit of a delay to the start of this encounter, but that sort of burnt off. Beautiful sun has come out. It's been hot down in Bulawayo for a couple of weeks, so the rain is welcome. We needed it desperately in this part of Zimbabwe. But it's straight away up to this point, this partnership now at 62 of 68. Faisal in the air, oh, what a catch. I say it's a good catch because there's a subtle adjustment here where he has to track back, get settled, and then take it. And more importantly, it's Raza.
You can leave.
And not to mention the wind that's around, trees are swirling. It was there to be. You can see what Raza had in mind. Tumble it over the man on the boundary. Maybe hit it into the teeth of the wind. And that's why it didn't quite carry the man, Shafiq. And he's got to walk back. Well played, 39 from 56. As Zimbabwe loses the 8th wicket on 187.
पेशेंट्स मुझे अक्सर कंप्लेन करते हैं कि कोई भी ठंडी या गर्म चीज़ जैसे कि आइसक्रीम, चाय या कॉफ़ी लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इस सेंसेशन को हम सेंसिटिविटी कहते हैं और इसका असर इनकी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी पर भी पड़ता है। ये खुद से ठीक नहीं होती। सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
मेरा नाम है उस्मान बशीर।
मेरा नाम जुनेद इकबाल है। I'm Ravid Baraj. There are a lot of amazing startups जिन्होंने Shark Tank पे pitch किया है. Please make sure to catch Shark Tank at Micro.
Yeah, a wonderful resurrection of the innings has just come to an end. That partnership just falling and Raza having to leave, and Blessing Muzarabani comes out to the middle. He loves to play his shots as well, the tall man. But for Zimbabwe, they would have wanted that 62 to maybe get to 100, get over 200 psychologically, and then maybe get to 250. This is why he's out there.
First ball in his second spell from the debutant. Dragged a little bit short. Raja thought it was there. And as is often the case with the leg spinners, it's not their best deliveries who gets the wicket, but nonetheless it got the job done. He got rid of the dangerous Raza.
Yeah, Raza will be kicking himself, won't he? I think the shot was on, he just doesn't get all of it. A little bit more elevation. The distance, I think, was just there and thereabouts, but the height would have just given it that little bit more. Step in place. Yeah, that one first up.
Good leave, sir.
Inside edge now.
Oh, Faisal toying with Muzarabani here. Googly to start with wrong, and first one going away, beating the outside edge. Next one's the leggy. Almost finds its way past the inside edge. What has he got for him third up? There has to be something that's hitting the stumps.
Bowled him! A great piece of bowling. The googly, the quicker one, and then he slows it up and gets purchase.
Does him in the flight. Sequence sort of asked for a delivery that's going to hit the stumps. He got that little bit, a seed of doubt in Muzarabani's head, and a little bit tentative there, not quite using his length to get to the pitch because he wasn't sure which way it's turning. Difficult to pick, and it's the end for him. Zimbabwe 187 for 9.
पेशेंट्स मुझे अक्सर कंप्लेन करते हैं कि कोई भी ठंडी या गर्म चीज़ जैसे कि आइसक्रीम, चाय या कॉफ़ी लेने से दांतों में शदीद तकलीफ का एहसास होता है। इस सेंसेशन को हम सेंसिटिविटी कहते हैं और इसका असर इनकी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी पर भी पड़ता है। ये खुद से ठीक नहीं होती। सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
Faisal picks up 2 wickets in the over. It's rid of Raza, then Muzarabani. Trevor Gwandu on his debut, his ODI debut, just 26. Can he stick around? There's a leg slip now and a conventional slip in place. For Faisal, he's got 2 deliveries to play with here. And what an over to remove Raza and then to follow it up with another one in the same over.
That's been brilliant. Slow through the gate, between the gap between bat and pad. And the top of off stump. Something all bowlers, no matter what their skill sets are, love to see. And he's been impressive on debut. Conditions that he would enjoy bowling in, he's made use of them. 3 for 16.
An interesting field here for Ngarawa. Yeah, I think they were just enticing him if he's going to play the big shot, but he wants to retain strike, and he does. 2 wickets in that over. After 38, it's 189 for 9.
सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन सिर्फ 60 सेकंड्स में आराम देता है और इसके बाद आप अपनी मनपसंद चीजें और खाने एंजॉय कर सकते हैं। मैं रेकमेंड करती हूँ सेंसराइन रैपिड एक्शन का रोजाना बाकायदगी से इस्तेमाल, क्योंकि ये फौरी असर करता है। पेशेंट्स वापस आके बताते हैं इट वर्क्स।
Lots of starts. Zimbabwe look back at this batting card and think, wow, missed opportunities. 29
जिम्बाब्वे की बैटिंग बहुत नाकाम हो चुकी है इस टाइम और 199 स्कोर है जिम्बाब्वे का और 9 खिलाड़ी आउट हो चुके हैं। आखिरी विकेट मौजूद है इस टाइम ग्राउंड में।
That's where sometimes as a batsman looking back you really kick yourself, because you'd feel like at that stage they had the measure of the Pakistan bowling. Nothing was really worrying them, concerning them, scoring at a good rate, and conditions at that stage were batting friendly, cloud cover had burnt away, and you'd feel like maybe more experienced players would realise that there was an opportunity to score more runs today. Post a bigger first innings score after being put in by Pakistan.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's mainly how you acclimatize to the conditions and the pressures of those conditions.